Now, let's move on to the modus operandi of MUSHARAKAH MUTANAQISAH home financing. There are 6 steps that we need to know. Firstly, the customer approaches the housing developer or seller and identifies the house that he wishes to buy. He requests the seller to provide a price quotation and other relevant details. Then, the customer approaches the bank for financing. The customer and the bank enter into a MUSHARAKAH MUTANAQISAH contract. Thirdly, the customer and the bank jointly purchase the property. Assume that the customer pays 10% of the price and the bank pays 90% of the price. Then, the bank leases its portion of the property to the customer. After that, the customer pays the lease rental with an additional amount to gradually buy the bank's ownership in the property. And lastly, at the end of the lease term, the partnership will be terminated with the customer owning 100% of the property and the title transferred to the customer. These are advantages of MUSHARAKAH MUTANAQISAH. Firstly, this contract is cheaper and affordable. It is relatively cheaper or more affordable mode of finance because BBA financing put extra pressure on customer and causes hardship for them. Secondly, this contract is short period of financing, which would be beneficial for both the bank and the customer. This is because the bank will get the funds invested, which could be reinvested into new projects, while the customer will be able to acquire the needed asset in shorter period of time. Lastly, it is in line with Maqasid Syariah, which promotes maslahah. It removes the hardship from the people and serves public interest, which is desirable. For example, customer unable to pay when the price is too high. However, there are also have disadvantages of this contract. Firstly, this contract is less attractive for the banks because it would bring lower profit to Islamic banks. But using BBA mode financing, Islamic banks earn higher profits with less risk and efforts invested in the projects. Then, price change over the time. This can cause difficulty for the banks to keep track of the payment changes. For example, as the rental rate increase, it may be difficult for the bank to convince the customer that they has to pay higher rental on the property. Lastly, legal amendment may be needed, especially with regards to the tax of the property. This is because to avoid the customer from tax twice for the same property.